we're definitely live on the radio station, so...
Yeah, but last time we weren't on YouTube. Are we live on
we
YouTube
are now.
Okay.
Yes. Hi everyone, and welcome to Shooting the Shit episode 205. Sorry for last week where I messed up. I forgot to press the button to go live on YouTube, and it didn't work, and I thought we were. Completely to do with me and being stupid. Anyway, the quality should be a lot better than it used to be, because now we're streaming at 6,000 kbs a second instead of I think it was 500 or something. So I mean, that's something. Yeah. Anyway, better internet's for the win. So leave that down there. We're definitely on 60 frames a second, 1080, 60 frames a second, 6,000 kbs, keyframe interval 2. So yeah, that should all work out. Anyway, so yeah, welcome to Shooting the Shit episode 205. I'm gonna stop counting at some point. I'm just gonna go welcome to Shooting the Shit. Just so.
Like it's the funny ever episode. It got too high.
It's like, fuck it. It's whatever episode that's 5 million. It's like, no, I'm gonna stop counting. It doesn't matter. Anyway, it's episode whatever it is, and it's 2019. Holy shit, I'm getting old. Don't like being old. Anyway, so the first thing that I'm going to talk about, or we are going to talk about, is, I forgot even to put this in Discord. Hang on, give me a second. And it's RimWorld.
I don't have any of my 5 articles in the Discord. Are you sure you want to talk about one of yours first? You only have 3, and you're going to probably need them when I go eat.
That is true. Yeah, we'll do yours first then. But I have got a long rant that I prepared.
I kind of want to listen to your long rant though.
Oh, you won't like it though.
What's it about?
It's about hardware, computer hardware.
Yeah, you should use your heart. Never mind, I'm not that interested in it. You should use your hard rant for when I'm gone.
Yeah, that's exactly why I had that there. I was like, yeah. Okay, because we've just had CES, right, which is the big trade show for all the computer-y, hardware-y things that's awesome and brilliant, and yeah, and they basically, Intel and AMD and all the hardware manufacturers turn up to show off their latest shit. Mm-hmm. So we've just had that, and there's a couple of things that I'm like, oh, what the fuck are you doing, you fucking idiot? So... yeah. So I was going to leave that until you go away, and that's going to take about half an hour.
Okay.
So
then, do that then.
So then you'll be back by that point. So we'll do my other smaller articles now, and then...
Mm-hmm. That's fine. We'll do that.
I think you should take this one, because you're going to be away, and it's my voice. I've noticed, right, when I sort of skip through them, you don't say much, so I need you to do more articles. I think.
What do you mean when I skip through them?
I sort of listen through them just to check the audio, and I skip through bits.
Don't skip through bits.
I'm not listening to it. I hate listening to myself, so I skip my bits. They're like, oh, there's her. Oh, there's me again. Her. Do you know what I mean? So it's yeah. So maybe you should take this one. And since you're a female, you might get away with this more than I would, because I'm a cis white male. So your opinion might matter more than mine.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Oh, before we get started,
yeah.
I was on the Honey Badgers radio.
Yeah, you were. I heard it. I listened in. I actually finished the whole thing. But you weren't talking about games and stuff, or the show, or like anything that was important to me. You were just talking about feminists and stuff. It's like, meh. Fucking SJWs and feminists, meh. Like, yeah, they fuck up everything. We all know that. It's like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I liked how you did say, which is actually true. Anyway, right. So do you want to take this thing?
Okay, yeah. I just opened it. Where is it? Okay.
This is quite funny.
Journalists denigrate trans gamers to attack RimWorld devs.
Yeah, this is just, it shows you what game journalists are all about. It's all about like retarded shit to them. It's anyway, on you go, because this is fucking retarded. But yeah.
Okay. So developer Kaina Sylvester. Is it Sylvester? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's so.
It's Tana Sylvester, I think. Okay.
Yeah.
Recently called out PC Gamer for their review of the full version of RimWorld, where they accused him of being heteronormative with the character development, and that the inclusion of the transgender character on January 8th, 2019, Sylvester reproached PC Gamer for their misinformed take on the game, given that the stories about the trans characters in the Kickstarter game came from community backers, some of whom were actually trans. So here's his tweet. I usually wouldn't comment on reviews, but this part of the PC Gamers review needs addressing. All trans character descriptions were written by players through our backstory in-game program. I don't think it's my place to censor how people describe their own experiences. This part of the review implies that I, as a developer, was supposed to be writing trans backstories in a more correct way, but that words can possibly be more correct than the actual words of a trans person.
Right, okay, so basically what happened was the games journalist was like, oh, this trans story, like, so the character bio had like a transgender sort of thing, saying they started wearing their mum's clothes and stuff, right? And PC Gamer attacked it as being oh, that's not what a real trans person would ever do. This game developer must have wrote this, and then the game developer goes, no, they're actually stories and descriptions from people that kickstarted the game. That's like from a real trans person. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Oh my god, this is so dumb.
Yeah.
Okay. So we were inclusive to the varied perspectives of our diverse players, and it's used as a point against the game. The review gives no indication of where the quoted words came from, misleading readers into thinking that it was all written by some misguided game writer. I am asking at PC Gamer to issue a correction to clarify that these words they're calling reductive and bad taste were written by players describing their own trans self-perspectives, not by any game writer. Oh my god, this is embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know that feeling where you like cringe a little and then you feel embarrassed for other people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that right now.
Yeah. But what do you think? What do you think the games journalist does?
Oh, okay, if I had to guess without looking, I look away. If I had to guess without looking, I'm going to guess double down on everything. And did not issue a correction.
Pretty much. No, they issued an update, but it's not a very good one.
Okay, so let's read. I gotta know now. If you're unable to read the blocked quote from the image, the section from the PC Gamer review reads, there are some particular aspects to this approach to character generation. Though each character gets 3 traits, things like obsessive, lazy, or misogynist, one of the modifiers is gay, but straight isn't. That's just the default, which is painfully heteronormative.
Well, hang on. It's I just have to be like, this
is straight is the default, but you can
straight is the default though.
I think it kind of makes sense if you're like, if you look at
like,
look at the fact that like most people
are straight, so it's the default. That makes sense. That's 100% true. So
that makes
what
sense
they're
to
saying.
Me. And if you want to play gay, even if you're a straight person, you're like, oh man, I want to be gay in this game or whatever.
Well, no, that's not how it works. No, this game's just randomly.
I don't know how the game works.
Right, I do.
Because they said that gay is
it's a trait.
One of the modifiers is gay.
No, it's a trait. It's a modifier. So, it's like The Sims.
You can have a gay trait.
No, it's like The Sims. Like, so you get.
Okay.
You get
I kind of get that.
You sort of get characters that just turn up, right? And so if they're a normal cis, it's not really a trait. But if they're gay or lesbian or whatever, then it's a trait, because then...
Yeah. I understand now, because I like played Sims, but Sims, they don't have traits. They don't have that trait. They don't have a gay or lesbian trait. But you can be gay and lesbian characters. I totally had a gay couple, and they had...
Right, but would that not be in the bios? Would that not let you... How does it let you know they're gay?
Well, you can just... hit on, because like you just would befriend first. Like usually if you want to have like a partner or something, you'd befriend them first, and then you could start to flirt with them and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's you making them gay then.
Yeah, you kind of...
Right, they're not default. Right, but no, this game is just like they spawn in.
So I'm assuming this is like a different kind of game, and gay is a trait in it.
Well, how it works is, right, you start a level, you get 3 people that have been stranded on the planet, and random people, random planets, and your job is to survive, right? That's it. That's all it is. So they all have different traits.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense that if they're not straight, like most of the population, then it would be a trait, because you need to know, and the default is straight, so then you need to know what they are after that, right? That's why.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it says the default, which is painfully heteronormative and outdated for a game that's in the far-flung future. What do they think? The future is just going to be like 100% gay or something? Or 90% gay and 10% straight people? Exactly. What does this mean?
Exactly.
What does this mean?
It's retarded. The whole thing's just stupid once you think about it.
Other aspects of queerness are included, but in quality reductive ways, like a character's backstory, discussing that they're transgender, proof of which bring their dressing up in their mother's clothes as a child, all of which leaves a bit of a bad taste in the mouth. It feels odd to have some traits set alongside each other. Misogyny next to ugly. That's funny.
Not really.
Hardworking next to psychopath.
Not really. You could be a hardworking psychopath.
Yeah, like for one, psychopaths a lot of the times they like
are hardworking.
They're a very small part of the populations, but they can end up as CEOs and stuff.
In fact, I was watching a documentary on it that sociopaths.
They have a lot of the traits that make a good CEO and stuff.
Yeah, sociopaths are basically psychopaths, but not quite, because they're they don't kill people. I think
between sociopaths and psychopaths.
But a lot of CEOs are fucking sociopaths. So yeah, I would say they are hardworking and a sociopath. So it's not a jump. It's not a big leap to say psychopath, hardworking. Like, this person is just basically annoyed at the game because the transgender thing just wasn't to your
it says
liking.
These things are not alike, but are placed in the character generator with equal importance. How? Well, maybe they're important.
They are important.
So yeah.
They're important to the survival game.
Textual fisticuffs, and one Kotaku and Action thread later, PC Gamer updated the review of RimWorld's trans character stories to include a line that said that some of the stories were created by Kickstarter backers. Set alongside each other, misogyny and blah blah blah. So we were that. Note, some of RimWorld's backstories were created by Kickstarter backers. Oh my god.
Right, that's not.
They don't mention that it's trans people, so they still exclude that because it makes them look like utter shit.
Yeah, exactly.
This incredibly tone-deaf hot take was a righteously bad in the eyes of the gaming community that it ended up rising up to the top of discussion threads and bubbling over like vomit from the mouth of the tequila virgin at a frat party after taking one too many shots, one too many times. In fact, various YouTubers began to rip PC Gamer a new one over the ideological-driven jab they took at Sylvester for something that the Kickstarter backers created. Top Hats and Champagne's Bar did an overview of the situation for those of you who prefer video news instead of reviews.
Cat, why?
So there's a video.
Cat, why? Cat, get the fuck down! Get down! I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Oh, you're such a beast. Just stop it. She was climbing all over my table and my keyboard and shit. Fuck. Anyway, another thing I've got to annoy you. I don't want to. But could you go into your mic settings and maybe turn gain off?
Wait, 1 second.
Because we're getting a really...
I got my user settings. I click on them. 1 second.
It depends what Windows you're on.
Wait. Oh, mic settings.
Yes. What are they at? Because every time you speak, right, there's a fuzz noise.
I have volume control options.
Right, do you have a gain? Do you have a boost gain?
I don't know.
It should be on
I want to do this.
Are you on Windows 10?
I don't know.
I need to know so I can talk you through the
settings. I have
settings.
volume control options, speakers, headphones, digital output,
playback,
audio.
So it's playback, recording, playback, and then you've got your microphone.
No, I didn't. Give me a second. Yeah, I got playback devices, recording devices.
Yeah, so if you click on your microphone and go to properties.
Okay, microphone. Properties. Okay.
Now, do you see it boost 10%?
No. I see general, which says microphone, change icon. I got audio device, jack information, no jack information available. Listen, default playback device. There's nothing that says 10%.
Oh, hang on.
Level. Oh, levels. I got microphone levels. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay, what do you want it at?
Okay, click levels.
It's got on levels, microphone,
and it says
I got
line.
A little slidey thing.
Yeah, have you got a text box that says gain 10%?
No, there's a box next to it. Wait, and there's like a button. I think I just muted myself. That's what that button did.
No,
there's a slidey, and I can slide it up.
Yeah,
now it's up. Wow, I turned it up to 80.
Yeah,
and I could turn it down.
No. Okay. Is there a gain? No, is there a gain button?
No, there's no gain button.
There's no one that says boost 10%.
No, there's nothing below that. There's a microphone with a little slidey bit, and then there's blank space below that.
Okay, turn it down a wee bit and let's see what happens.
Okay.
And then talk to me. And then
Okay, blah, 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 blah.
No, down. Down more.
Blah, 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 blah.
Down a lot more.
Blah, 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 blah.
It's even worse. No, there's gain. It's gain.
Okay, well, it was at 3. What if I turn it up? Blah, blah, blah,
That's
blah,
the
blah,
wrong
blah.
mic. No, that's the wrong microphone. That's not your microphone then.
That is.
It's not.
Okay.
Because you're the same volume. You've not went down or up.
No, it is. There's
It's not. It's not the microphone we're listening to right now.
I think I might have been on the wrong one. I'm not sure.
You are on the wrong one.
Oh, okay. Now I see microphone boost. Where do you want it? I
Turn
just
the
accidentally
boost
clicked
off.
on the wrong one is all.
Right, turn the boost off.
Off?
Yes.
Or down? There's no off. There's turning it down.
Okay, we'll turn it down a bit.
What about now?
That's too much.
Better?
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
too
okay.
much.
It doesn't let me. Like, I can either have it at plus 20, and if I click, it goes to... Now it says...
Okay, no, that's perfect. But
That's perfect.
But no, go into the volume of it, because now you've got boost off.
Huh?
No, the boost is off now, right?
Yeah.
Right, the boost, that's fine, but what you need to do is you now need to turn up the volume of the microphone. Because there's two different settings. One's gain and one's volume.
Okay. Warren?
Yep.
Is that good?
More. Up.
What about now?
Talk.
Blah, 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 blah.
The hiss is still there. Are you turning up the gain again?
No, the boost is down.
Right, turn the boost off and then just mess with the volume.
Okay, what about now?
That's it.
That's good?
Yeah, that's what we want.
Okay. I'll leave, Okay, does that sound great? Does that sound good?
It sounds a bit better to me. It sounds a bit better to me.
Okay.
I'll one day I'll jump in on TeamViewer or something and I'll sort it out. Because you seem really confused.
I'm always confused.
Right, but I know what I'm looking for, so I'm like...
I have no idea what I'm looking for.
Yeah, exactly. So I will fix it. But right now...
Yeah, let me finish this article.
It'll be fine.
We can eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Right now you're pretty good.
Okay. However, the story doesn't end there. Another Kotaku and Action thread was published, this time with far more sinister annotations, subjects included. Apparently, the game journalists didn't like Sylvester corrected PC Gamer for their misinformation regarding RimWorld and the inclusion of trans character stories. Dia Lucina from Waypoint went on a tirade against Sylvester a day after the original expired on January 9th, 2000. He wrote, "Using Kickstarter backers' identities as a shield is fucking low. Pulling the I don't feel right censoring their experience is disgustingly cheap and lazy, and it means you are a fucking terrible project. Guess what? You're the one responsible for calling the shots." You know, I could just see that this kind of person would be like up in arms if some transgender person said that they wouldn't include their story or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. No. No, that's like, exactly what these people are. You're right. Yeah, exactly. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, this whole thing was like...
You're the one responsible for calling the shots, and if you can't handle taking an editorial pass or don't know how to take an editorial fast, you find someone who can and will, or you refund the Kickstarter's cash. This is what being in charge means. You know, I bet he did edited it. Like if somebody spelled something wrong or didn't have correct grammar, I bet it was edited.
Oh yeah,
But he
it
just
definitely
didn't.
was.
He just kept their stories true to
What
how
they
it
said.
was.
Yeah.
So what is she talking about edited? Like, was he supposed to just completely edit the story to be different?
I know, it's
No,
this whole thing
how
pissed
a
me
trans
off.
person
Right?
really said that their experience was. This
Okay,
is
so
keeping a story accurate, and then all you have to do is fix up the grammar stuff.
yeah, this is the thing, right? This is in Gamergate, right? Honestly, right before Gamergate, I never knew like any trans people. Like after Gamergate, I know about fucking 10 of them, and they were all part of Gamergate. And it's like, but Gamergate was misogynist. They don't want males playing video. We don't want females playing video games. No, we were the diverse ones. You were the ones that were just bitching about everything. Like trans people are like, fuck you. You're not using me as a shield. Go fuck yourself. Like it's. And then you get the insane ones that are like, free. But then you get insane people everywhere. So, I like.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me repeat because her thing's kind of long. Okay, I'm sorry. At trans, Tina Sylvester. If you feel slighted by a totally solid review, totally solid, but this is your mistake. You are the one who personally damaged your project by not thinking how it would be received, by not taking lead on your project's content. Grow up, and Jesus fucking Christ, you are supposed to be paying people to write these stories. Oh my god, so instead of using actual trans people, he was supposed to pay people to write them? But instead he just used actual trans people stories. Oh my god, this is so dumb. You pay them. You don't expect money from marginalized people to write their stories for you. Learn how the fucking game works or get a new career. The trans people wanted to. It was to have your story included. It was a reward. People love that. Oh man, my story can be in this video game if I donate this much money. And he probably offered other things. Maybe they got like a copy of the game or something. Sometimes that happens. And then, you know, your story could be included for, I don't know, $100. I don't know what the thing was. Except the money. But like, people wanted their specific story to be included in the game, so they paid the donation reward for that. And that was the reward. You do have that. That is totally a legit thing. This makes no sense. Like she wanted to have them paid to write a story. But that's not how that works. They wanted their specific story included in the
Kickstarter.
game. So they paid to have their specific story included instead of him hiring some writer to just write some story.
Exactly. It's a Kickstarter. That's how Kickstarters work. It's like,
yeah, that's a really good reward tier.
Yeah.
I don't understand. That sounds like if I was a trans person and I wanted this game and I wanted to play this game and I was like, oh my god, love this. I want to donate to this game. I'm loving everything about it. I want my story as a trans person in this game, so it gives me a platform as a trans person.
Yeah.
Like, so I paid to have this privilege.
And
like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And then this happens, right? This happens. It's like, what?
Oh my god, they're trying to take away platforms from trans people. I can't even right now. What is this?
They're not the proper trans people. You're not.
Okay,
you're
so
not our trans people.
Writers have social responsibilities, and editors have responsibilities to their writers and in the general public. This is what said over the piece for WP by a trans woman, and why Austin as EIC took responsibility and apologized. That's the job. Sometimes what is true for one person at a point in their life can be harmful for a community.
No, it's not. What are you talking about? I don't get it.
We saw this with Andrea Longchu's piece for New York Times when writers, I don't even want to, she works for New York Times, okay? So I'm going to guarantee already that like she had experienced in her past and then had to apologize for it because she works for New York Times, and you can't have wrong thinkers or apparently wrong past. Like I can't even if you had like not a good past that doesn't show trans people in a good light, or you personally as a person in a good light because you did something that you're not proud of. That is humans. And then that's how you could like use that experience to look, I learned and grew from that. And then that could be inspirational to other trans people. How is that harmful to a community? Okay, so anyways, when writers are unable to make that call, the editor has to. And when it's the wrong call, it's on them. And it can be hard to make that kind of call. The easiest way, he couldn't do that. That's so dumb. If you paid to have your story put in something and he was like, nope.
Yeah. No.
That's
and
what
then
you paid
and then it'd
for.
be like, and then
It's
it'd be
on
like,
them, and it can be hard to make that kind of call. The easiest way
could you
is
imagine?
to hire people
Could you
who understand these issues. What the fuck? Who is hiring people that understand these issues? He has people that understand these issues. He literally fucking had people that understand these issues.
Could you imagine them going? Could you imagine what the pushback? Could you imagine what the pushback would be if he was like, "Nah, I can't include your story," and he'd be like,
I don't
"What
know.
is it? Cause I'm trans? Is it cause I'm trans?"
Because like I'd be like, "Why aren't you gonna include my story? I paid for this. I want my story included, and you're just telling me I can't include my story."
And then,
I'd be upset. Even if I got my money back, I'd be upset.
Right.
But my story wasn't included for some reason.
And you'd be like, "It's cause I'm trans, isn't it? It's cause I'm fucking trans."
Bad.
You'd be like, "It's cause I'm trans, isn't it?" It's It's like how you can't win.
She wants them to hire writers who understand who the fuck. What do you mean? What writers? These people are trans people. How are you saying they don't understand their own self? This is so insulting.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's like, these are not our trans people.
Okay, so the issues have to work with the contributors to either kill the piece or guide them towards where they need to be. Of course, because we can't have wrong thinkers, apparently. Not
the
doing
trans
that
person.
is risky. Which is
The
right.
trans...
Editors who choose to take risks have to learn to accept feedback. And make retro... The feedback didn't make any sense because it was made by trans people. This whole fucking thing doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
Kinda, I still don't know how to say their name. He accepted labor from backers without those considerations. She's making it sound like he extorted them. Like he used extortion. He accepted labor from backers without those considerations. He didn't extort these people. What is wrong with you? Rumor was dragged previously over these issues. He made the wrong calls and continues to. This whole fucking tweet was a wrong call. This isn't on the backers. This isn't on the reviewer. This is on the project leader who failed to act responsible. Oh my god, I can't even say this word right now. I'm so mad. In his duties, and is now acting like a petulant child. You know who's a fucking child? You. You're an insulting, belittling, petty child. Rather than accepting these failures, quietly or openly acknowledging them and apologizing and learning.
Not the trans people I want, but the trans people I need.
Editor is monumentally hard. It involves technical, social, and manage or margin. What is that word?
I don't know what word we are. Where is it?
Managerial expertise and more. The hours are much longer than anyone else, and it's usually incredibly thankless too. Wins are your writers, but the failures are your own. So the fact that he didn't hire a writer to write these, and he used actual real stories from actual real people is the problem.
It's a failure. Yeah,
I want everyone to fucking sit and think about that for a moment.
No.
Using real stories is the problem
Don't-
from real people. That's the
Yeah.
problem. That's the issue. He should have
Don't think
hired
about it.
writers to create fake stories about
Yeah.
fake people.
Don't think about it too much, because your brain will twist and bend.
I'm
and
so mad right now. I know I'm reading. Mike Diver from Game Bible, a former writer at Vice, also offered his half a cent on the matter via Twitter. Of course he did. Taking aim at the gaming community as some sort of...
Of course it's gamers' fault.
Yeah.
See, gamers
like,
do it.
They're the most oppressed.
Of course they are.
Hovering over honest deeds of the highest gaming journalist. So he wrote, what's that? Madlow follower accounts piling on a journalist for raising a fault with a game? There was no fucking fault, you fucking assholes. Is their opinion in a review, which is an opinion, piling on after... Because it was fine. It was an opinion. But it was an opinion filled with things that were not factual and didn't present the game accurately. It was a shit review. They're not taking, they're talking all about like taking fucking responsibility. Oh, the writer, he needs to take responsibility. He should have hired writers. Okay, they're not taking responsibility for their absolute shit mess of a review. They're the ones not taking responsibility. Piling on a precious dev. Are they? What did he really just say? Piling on after a precious dev went and called it out. Did he just call him a precious dev? Does he want to suck some dick? Or, like, pussy? I don't know who wrote this show. It could have been male or female. Is he trying to get with it?
Yeah.
But she's not a fucking ring. Okay? You're not Golem.
I like it when you're triggered.
And called
it's
it
so
out,
funny.
as otherwise they would never have known. Great. Grand. 2019 fucking hell. Because in no way do devs need to actually stand up to criticism in a productive way. Hands up. This wasn't productive at all. None of this was productive. Hands up. We could have communicated things better. Be civil law. Whilst whistle the pack and turn your back. Pathetic. Oh my god. Conveniently enough, none of these journalists acknowledge the actual trans folk who use social media to reproach them for speaking on their behalf. Various Twitter users, of course they ignored them. They're not for them. They're not on your side. That's why they ignored you. Yeah. That's why they basically said that they didn't want to hear your real stories. They wanted writers to make up fake stories.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They're not on your side. They don't care about you.
Mm-hmm.
Various Twitter users took the PC Gamer Review to task for being, wait for it, transphobic. Here we go. Crescent Star. Dear @PC Gamer. Stop being outraged for LGBT people. I don't want no idiots like you guys being outraged for me over something as stupid as saying being hetero isn't normal. You do LGBT and trans people a disservice by your shitty ass reviews like Grimroll. Stop, just stop. Mary Prankster. That part about trans people is pure clickbait. Do you even do a modicum of research before spreading falsehoods? Like,
no.
How all those were actually written by trans people? Or would that not fit your outrage narrative? And Mamba Jamba? Nice. But whatever. Oh my god, this person's stupid. Okay. It's not oh my, I accidentally clicked on. Okay, they said it's not clickbait, it's merely transphobic. The trans people in Rimworld simply don't fit their fetishized view of what trans people should be, so she completely invalidated them. Yeah, she did. I am like, it makes me mad.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine that it must like just absolutely infuriate these trans people.
That's right.
And the people that actually wrote those stories in there. Could you imagine how they feel? Like, Jesus.
Yeah, I can, but I'm not gay, so.
I'm a trans woman. The first time I played Grimworld, I didn't know people had written their own stories into the game until I stumbled into one of these trans characters and became immediately obvious that it was written by a trans person of their own experience. That's really nice. Good on you. Thank you, Anna, for your post. Okay. This isn't the first time that game journalists have taken aim at Rimworld. Previously, game journalists took aim at a developer attacking his game because they felt he was implementing the gender politics the way he wasn't implementing the gender politics the way they wanted him to.
Yeah. course he
A
wasn't.
lot of this stems from the fact that RimWorld is completely independently funded through Kickstarter, and it's one of the best reviewed games on Steam as reported by DualShock. That's why they're fucking jealous.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. They're jealous that people don't want their shitty narratives and stories. They want these real ones.
Yeah.
Game journalists trying to muscle the developer into hiring them on their friend as consultants. Oh my god, they're trying to invade it.
Yeah, no, obviously. They're social justice warriors, that's what they do.
Like a Trojan horse, but obvious.
Yeah, no,
consultants seems to be their go-to method for recourse as a way to make an extra buck and inject their socio-political agendas to a game. Only this time, Sylvester had no time and no room for the game journalist's agenda-driven antics because he decided to give the character story space to the people who actually paying the bills, gamers. That's awesome.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what.
A copy of Rumor right now over at the Steam store. We can see how much it is right now.
It looks like it looks like a really good game, but I'm not paying 20 odd quid for it.
You could buy RimWorld for $34.99 right now.
Yeah, it's too much.
Or buy RimWorld name Game Pack for $49.99.
I'd say that's too much. It looks really good, but I think it's a bit much for what it is. That's just my perspective.
But apparently, it's very well liked.
No, it is. It's a really good game.
It does. I'm looking down here. It seems like it's got a lot of positive reviews. I'd wait for it to go on sale or something if you really
that's what I did.
That's just me. But if you want to support the game and support the developer, you can right here.
Yeah, I think it's a bit too pricey though, but that's just my opinion. Because I would rather spend that on like a shooty game or something. I don't know, a better looking game, I would say. Because it seems too much. I mean, I know it's only one guy developing it, but still, I'm like, look at it. It doesn't. I'm not sure that's got 50 artists and animators and stuff that actually need the money like a AAA game. Does that make sense? Like, because a AAA game obviously has a lot of fucking artists and textures and shit, and that game just doesn't look like it has that, and they're charging this roughly the same amount, and I'm like, nah. It might be a good game, but still, I think it's a bit pricey. Anyway, that's just my fucking cis male privilegedness talking. Anyway, I'll let you go.
You won't share it with his.
I'll let you go and make food, and you can come back.
You can tell that friggin' triggered me though.
It's brilliant. I know, it did that to me too, but I thought, see, I'm getting to know you, and I'm like,
You're getting to know her. You're like, I'm gonna give her these articles I know are gonna get to her. That's what you do.
Yeah, of course. That makes for a good show.
True.
Just saying. No, it does. Anyway, say bye-bye to YouTube.
I agree.
Say bye-bye to YouTube, and
bye,
it continues. And this will continue over on aerithradio.co.uk if you want to tune in live, if you're there live. I don't know, I'm not looking at the fucking numbers because I don't care. It's probably fuck all. But later on, if you listen to this and you want to listen to the rest of the show, and it's after Tuesday, I'll put the show goes up fully on Tuesday at aerithradio.co.uk, and you can stream it or download it or do whatever you want, and then you can play it in your car or on your iPod or like your phone, like all of that shit, like that yeah. So by YouTube, aerithradio.co.uk. It's still live and going, and then we can like do whatever we want. Basically, we can say whatever we want if we're not on YouTube, and that's the idea. So there you go. And if you want to support us, then we've got the Patreon and the PayPal and shit as well. So You just look on the website and you'll find out all the details. It's all there. It's all up there for you to figure out. Anyway, bye YouTube.